Welcome to the Principles of Design with Mrs. Hudson. The Principles of Design. V bumper. Variety, balance, unity, movement, proportion, emphasis, rhythm, and repetition. The principles of design are the skeleton of composition and artwork. How you use your tools or the elements to make art for viewers to fully enjoy. There are several different principles that can be found in artworks, but not all works have all of the principles. Without organization, the artwork may be out of balance and cluttered visually. Variety. The use of contrasting or different types of elements in a work of art. Artists use many different versions of the same thing in their works to create variety as well. Balance. Arranging visual elements in a work of art equally. There are three types of balance: symmetrical, the same on both sides; asymmetrical, different elements arranged on either side of the artwork but visually balanced; and radial, the elements radiate from the center point. Unity. Oneness. This allows you to see a complex combination of elements, principles, and media as a complete whole. This is achieved by adjusting the parts of a work so they relate to each other. Often, elements are repeated or color schemes are chosen to create a unified artwork. Movement and rhythm. Using repetition of elements or placement of elements to draw the viewer's eye around the space or artwork in a certain way. You can use visual movement to portray energy, moods, or direction. Proportion and scale. This refers to one piece of an object in relation to the rest of the other objects. Artists learned that distorting or exaggerating proportions could alter the effects of a work on the viewer. If you look at scale, scale equals relative size of one object to another. Proportion, relative size of parts to a whole. Emphasis. This makes one part of a work dominant over other parts. Artists use this principle to control the amount of attention that the viewer gives to each part. Repetition and pattern. The repetition or repeating of elements to show movement or energy. The use of rhythm can create a certain feel to the piece or could suggest visual movement. The student assignment. Create 7 spaces on your page showing visual definitions of 7 principles of art. Be creative in your design and layout. Here are some student examples. Here is another quick reference example of the principles of design. This is very simplified and easy to read, but you may notice there are different principles listed. For example, we used variety, whereas here they show contrast. But if you notice in the definition of variety, contrast was mentioned. Also, they mention here harmony. This is where all of the elements work together to give the viewer the feeling that all of the parts of the piece form a coherent whole, so everything works together. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing your creation